Hi everyone, this is Emmanuel Adebitoye from Abbeywood Farms. We are live on Abbeywood TV and I'm going to be your host on this channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to get your ugu seeds from your pod. Sometimes you might be thinking of planting ugu and maybe you are seeing the pods around, but you don't know how to get the seeds out of the pods. So if you are that kind of person, or you are planning in future to plant ugu, this video will be a very good one for you to watch on how to get your seed out of the pods. You're welcome. So when you have your pod and you want to get your seeds out of it, the first thing you do is you get your cutlass and get the pod on the table. But you have to take some measures to make sure that you don't cut the seed inside the pod. So you have to be very careful when you are cutting the pod. Just like I'm going to show you in this video, you will see how careful you have to be when you are cutting it. You have to cut too deep into the pod. You make sure you just cut a little bit and then open the pod to remove all the seeds. Then you wash all the seeds in water to remove all the husk around them. Sometimes you open your pod and you will find out that some of the seeds in the pod are already growing. Then that means those seeds have to be planted right away once they are removed from the pods. Because if you don't plant them, they are going to die off. So you have to plant those ones right away. In this video, you will see some of the seeds that we put aside for immediate planting because they are growing in the pod already. But the ones that are not ready to grow, you can still sun dry those ones and make sure you keep them in a safe place where the temperature will not be too high. So once you remove those seeds from the pod, wash them in water, get the green ones up in a separate place. Then after washing in water, you sun dry them, put them under the sun or in a warm area to reduce the water content of the seeds. Now let us assume after washing the seeds in water, let us assume the water content of those seeds is 90%. You have to sun dry those seeds. You can dry them for like 2 or 3 days, or depending on the intensity of the sun, and reduce it to like 40%, so that you make them ready for germination. If the water content is 100%, you cannot plant them. If you plant them, some of them will rot inside the soil because they are not made ready for germination. The water is too much for them to germinate. So you have to sun dry them first for like 3 days. depending on the intensity of the sun. If the sun intensity is very high, you can do 2 days. Just to reduce the water content to like 40%. Don't let it go below 40% or else it will kill the seed. So at 40%, you can now bring it to the soil and plant. When you plant, you water. So that makes it ready for germination. But in most cases, just like we did on Abbeywood farms, we pre-germinated all the seeds. We pre-germinated all the seeds. We pre-germinated all the seeds by putting them in trays, then adding water to them for like 3 or 4 days. So after before they started germinating. So after germinating, we now transplanted them to the ridges. That way, we are able to select those ones that are bad. Because if we have to plant all of those seeds at once, that means the ones that are bad will not grow. And when they don't grow, it will give you double work, in which you have to go back again to replant. But when you pre-germinate it, you'll be able to determine which one is viable enough to grow, so that you don't continue to doing one job 3 times or maybe twice. So you want to save yourself from doing all of that. So you pre-germinate it, just wet it with water and keep it in a dry area where there is no sun. And leave it for like 4 to 5 days. It will germinate. So the ones that are germinating, you just transplant them and they continue to germinate like that. So that way you don't have problem with them. So that is just what we did. And I will show you some videos on how that can be done. So when you watch it and you enjoy it, please give us thumbs up and like our video. And if you have not subscribed, please make sure you subscribe to this channel, Abbeywood TV. We are live on Abbeywood Farms. We are from Abbeywood Farms and we are live on Abbeywood TV. Thank you very much.